Hello everyone, Larry Satchwell here. I've already started this. I'm going to pickle some peppers today. Not a peck, but 4½ pints. And this is from Old World Garden Farms. I'll, of course, put a link in the recipe below. In here I've got 3 cups of vinegar, apple cider vinegar, 5%, and 2 cups of water, and 3 teaspoons of canning salt. The only difference between canning salt and other salt is canning salt doesn't have any other chemicals in it. It's just pure salt. So I've got that heating up, and I've got my water heating up here. I need to sterilize the jars, and I've got my peppers. So it calls for 1 pound of peppers, and I'm not really sure how much I have here. But I'm going to fill up the 4 jars and then assume that that's what I have. It's a pretty simple recipe. I've already got the canner started outside. I've washed the peppers. Now I'm going to cut it into about 1/2 to 3/8 inch slices here. And we'll take the seeds out. So I can see this is going to take a few minutes. You probably don't want to watch all of it. So I'll come back when I have some. Well, I'm back, and it actually took longer. I reread the directions. These were supposed to be 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch, so I just did make a lot of them smaller. So I've got my jars here. They're still warm. I just took them out of the sterilization bath, and I'm going to add a 1/2 clove of garlic to each one of these, and so that's only 1/8 or 1/4 teaspoon of garlic in each jar. Might be a little bit more because I like garlic. All right, so it also wants 3/4 teaspoon of celery seeds, and this is optional, but I'm going to do it. And I'm going to eyeball it. You don't have to add these seeds if you don't want to, and you can pickle the hot peppers too, except I don't like hot peppers. 1.5 teaspoons of mustard seed. There's the 1/2 teaspoon. And now it's time to pack these jars. I'm not sure I have enough peppers, but there are a few more left out there on the plant. I think this was about 12 peppers. Now, the recipe doesn't call for this, but in my research on trying to figure out how to do these, and looking for a good recipe, I came across this, that 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric in here will help this keep its color. Oh, it looks like I'm going to have plenty. I have some for a salad too. You want to pack these, but you want to leave 1/2 inch of headspace in here. In this last one, I did have 2 ripe peppers out there. So I'm going to add these. I don't know how those are going to pickle. I don't know if they're going to affect the taste of the rest of the jar, but I thought they would look festive. And it looks like I'm going to need them. Wow, that really came out great. Maybe put a few of these in here. So I'm ready to ladle in liquid. Now my funnel goes down in this jar about 1/2 inch. So I want to leave that headspace so that they seal properly. And again, canning is something you want to be careful with. Everything is sterilized. These are going to go into a water bath for 10 minutes. And then the directions say to leave it, take it off the heat, but leave it in the water bath for an additional 10 minutes. And of course, any that don't seal, you need to put in the refrigerator. Well, I only have enough liquid for 3 of these. So I made another half recipe of brine, and I didn't add the turmeric, so this will actually be a good experiment to see if the turmeric does keep the color. And this brine was boiling the whole time I was cleaning the pepper, so that may be why I ran out. These just need a little touch. I've got the canner outside again, like I usually do on the side burner for the grill. Keeps the heat out of the kitchen. And that will do it. Clean these off. Got my lids over here in the hot water to soften up that seal a bit. Now you don't need to tighten these real tight, but they do need to be firm. And you don't have to store the pickles with this ring on it. Once the seal is there, it's there. All right, if the water's boiling out there, once it's in the water, it needs to come back to a boil before you start your 10 minutes.